Welcome to Snack Chat. That's Mark.
And that's Troy. What is Snack Chat? It's a multi-episode series where we handpick people throughout the entire IBM landscape and try to mash them up into interesting conversations.
It's a casual approach, like we're sitting in a coffee shop or in the lunchroom, and we want to get people a little off guard, a little comfortable, and take a peek into some areas and some conversations that you don't normally get every day. Let's have some fun.
I'm going to change the topic a little bit. Recently, I had a chance to work out of my zone. Seth and I have been in retail a long time. I've been in digital, and I was able to use those skills to help a CDC initiative with the pandemic and solution something basically to get the next phase of therapeutics out to people in mass fashion and millions of doses. And I was able to use my retail skills and digital skills, and it was a seriously proud moment in my life when it came together as a real solution. I want to ask you, what's a really proud or your proudest moment you've had as an IBM or just in your career in general? We're able to use your skills to do something really interesting or good. Maybe start with you, Seth.
Yeah. So there's one thing that it touched me deeply, and it's not tough because I could be an emotional guy when I want to, but it brings a tear to my eye when I talk about it every now and then. We were fortunate enough to run a large quality assurance, potentially technical testing team for a major US grocery business, and as part of that, we performed a partnership with a company that used what they call neuroatypical services, essentially people on the autistic spectrum. So we had several people who were on the autistic spectrum working as part of a broader team, and seeing essentially helping these people change their lives. One of the things I never really understood was that many people with autism can't actually function or don't get the opportunity, to function in the workplace. So giving them the opportunity was critical. It also meant that they also had the ability to essentially stand up on their own and live independent lives, which I think was really important for their own well-being. But all that to one side, they were just fantastic at what they did. I mean, they saw things in ways that a neurotypical tester, someone with the born on the normal spectrum, would not see, and they found issues in code that had been there for 20 plus years. They were phenomenal consultants. And we've now instantiated that as our normal go-to-market model. I think not only does the team feel really good about it, the customer loves the output they get. They love the fact they're working with people who want the help and actually are willing to engage. And I think the best part about it is we work in this major global operation, but we're able to help people in a really human way. So for me, that's probably one of the proudest moments I've had at IBM.
All right. So one of my proudest moments, it wasn't a project I directly worked on, but my team got a chance to work on. So a few years ago, as you know, we deal with a lot of hurricanes now on what feels like multiple times a year basis here in the U.S. And so one of my teams work with an insurance company to really help people at the center of the hurricanes. So a lot of times what happens is people are dealing with mass devastation, losing all of their possessions, their homes, and while those things are replaceable, there's obviously memories associated with that. So there's an emotional feeling that people have. So we worked with an insurance company to really enable the agents to go there with the customers on the front line, right? And actually go ahead and speak with them about what happened, be able to file those claims right then and there. A lot of times what was happening is they would take notes and they try to remember as much of the stories and as much of the information. Then they'd have to go back to their offices and write up all the information. It would take a really long time to even get everything documented and processed. And you can imagine, again, people are going through this heartache, this loss. They, don't know what they're going to do. So they're waiting for some of those insurance payments to help them, build back up their lives. And so by enabling the agents through tablet, using our partnership with Apple, giving them the specific experience to be able to load that information right then and there, be offline. So they didn't have to worry about the connectivity because there's obviously power losses during outages that are caused by the hurricanes. They could spend the time there side by side, get all that information and process it really quickly. So it went down to a matter of hours, something that took days. So it's basically reaffirming when I talked earlier about the transparency and the trust and being there for the end customers. That's a great moment to be able to provide that kind of service to help those people and pick back up their lives.
It's beautiful. When you get a chance to study the end user experience, and sometimes it's the customer, sometimes it's the practitioner, unlocking some of those key moments of efficiency. It humanizes not only the experience but the end result, right? Getting money, getting resources to people more quickly, and helping them, especially in a crisis, is pretty gratifying, right? That's a material and exciting change.